Hi there. My name is Jeffrey Normore, and I am the Director of Digital Operations at CCRW. And I am going to be giving you a bit of a walkthrough through our Disability Confidence Toolkit. Our Disability Confidence Toolkit was created for businesses all across Canada. And so when you think of that, some people ask, well, why CCRW? Why is CCRW the best organization to make a disability confidence toolkit for Canada? Well, our mission as an organization is to promote and support meaningful and equitable employment of persons with disabilities. As innovators and agents of change, we build partnerships, develop skills, share knowledge, and influence attitudes. As an organization, we've been operating in Canada for 50 years. We work alongside of businesses, job seekers, other employment agencies to advance our mission. And so we had decades of experience to pull on to help create resources and guides that support the business journey towards an accessible workplace. Pulling from CCRW's 2024 Trends Report on Disability and Work across Canada, there are three barriers that employers cite to hiring inclusively. So first, they expected workers with disabilities to be unproductive. Next, they lacked knowledge about accessibility and how to accommodate workers with disabilities. And third, they thought accommodating workers with disabilities would cost a lot of money. So we know that these things aren't true. And we also knew that employers needed uh, the knowledge to be able to accommodate workers with disabilities. And so, if this is what is stopping people from hiring workers with disabilities, then we knew we needed to do something about it. As well, it became clear that the government also recognized this and that something needed to be done, which begins that journey to developing our Disability Confidence Toolkit. So in 2019, uh, the Accessible Canada Act came into play, and so in early 2020, the government of Canada put out a call for funding to develop a toolkit around disability and work. They knew that in introducing the Accessibility Act, that workplaces would need support in being accessible for people with disabilities. And so CCRW, in putting forward an application, gained the support of 17 organizations to develop the content. And so, with this buy in August 2020, CCRW was awarded the funding to begin the development of the toolkit. And then, over a number of years, CCRW worked alongside of the 17 supporting organizations, um, as well as consulting through research, speaking with employers, speaking with workers and job seekers with disabilities, and reviewing, our past knowledge and data to develop the Disability Confidence Toolkit. And we were fortunate that through our funding, we were able to pay these organizations for their knowledge and expertise as we develop the toolkit. So in March 2024, we launched our Disability Confidence Toolkit. As I mentioned previously, our Disability Confidence Toolkit was created in partnership with 17 organizations all across Canada. And it is thanks to their expertise that we're able to provide this toolkit and have it publicly available for everyone. And they have the confidence that it is informed by the disability and work community all across Canada. The resources, guides, and information that is shared through this toolkit had executives, employers, hiring managers, people leaders, human resource professionals, people and culture leaders in mind. So Yes, there is tons of great education and information in there, but there's also a lot of practical resources so that people can start to make at their workplace more accessible just by pulling on kind of one of those resources and starting to apply it. The Disability Confidence Toolkit covers a lot of different areas that make up the workplace. So there are resources for recruitment, so guides to help with making accessible and inclusive, job postings and job advertisements. Resources for evaluation, so evaluating performance, making hiring decisions, as well as accessible interviewing. There's guides to help you make sure your onboarding is accessible and inclusive so that you're making a great first impression for workers with disabilities. There's guides on the workplace culture and how can you make disability confidence a part of the DNA in your workplace. There's guides and resources on communication to ensure your communication with your employees are accessible and inclusive. Accommodations, we noted this as one of the big reasons why we wanted to develop a disability confidence toolkit because employers were saying that they lack knowledge on accommodations and how to accommodate workers with disabilities. So we have a large selection of guides and resources on accommodating workers with disabilities and accommodating and accommodation processes. We have guides on performance management and how leaders can help guide and grow workers with disabilities. We have guides on career development that help leaders make plans and have conversations with workers with disabilities on what their career advancement plan is. We have guides on the built environment that really focus on an individual's workspace and how to ensure that the layout is accessible and inclusive. And then we also have guides and resources around corporate strategy, and these focus on how to ensure that policies in the workplace are accessible and inclusive. Now, I won't go over every resource that is listed here, but this slide is just to show you how many resources and guides are truly in the Disability Confidence Toolkit. There's over 50 downloadable ones, um, and I hope this demonstrates to you that the Disability Confidence Toolkit can support a wide range of scenarios and individuals in making the workplace more accessible. One of the ways that we're continuing to grow our Disability Confidence Toolkit is by developing an AI chat interface where people can ask questions and the AI will answer based on the information in the Disability Confidence Toolkit. We know that with AI continuing to grow and becoming a part of our daily lives, that people more and more want to be able to ask an AI questions and receive information back. And so for those who, won't necessarily go through the different downloadable resources to find the information that they're looking for, they'll be able to use this AI interface and ask direct questions and get direct responses. We have also recently launched disability confidence training. So this training is to help companies and leaders demonstrate the knowledge gained from our toolkit. And so within that training is our disability confidence e-learning course. And this course covers each each section of the toolkit through interactive exercises that utilizes the information from the downloadable resources provided. And so there's two pathways to doing this e-learning. So the first one, a senior leader can work towards the Disability Confident Employer digital badge for their organization. The next one is HR professionals and people leaders or any individuals who are looking to demonstrate their knowledge on hiring and retaining workers with disabilities can complete the e-learning and get the Disability Confident Leader digital badge. We have also been pre-approved for continuing professional development hours for for many professional associations, and they're growing more and more. So head to the Toolkit website and click the training tab to see if it's been pre-approved for your association. So we'll look ahead a little bit of what else we have planned for our toolkit. First, we're going to be doing a gap analysis to ensure that our toolkit stays relevant and aligned with employment standards for accessibility across Canada. Next, we're also working towards getting the toolkit translated to French. We have, utilized some of those AI translation services and browser translation services, and have noticed that, due to the accessible formatting of the documents, it is able to detect the text and translate it quite well. But we do want to have true French translations done and available on the website. But then as well, we want to deliver, comprehensive training, either our self-directed learning or live training to employers on the toolkit and the diverse range of information it encompasses. So if you know of an employer looking for training, please connect them with us. Or if you yourself are an employer and want training, please get in touch. We'll also be hosting webinars over the next year on areas that are covered in our Disability Confidence Toolkit. So our call to action to you is that you start to build your disability confidence, whether that be going to toolkit.ccrw.org and finding one inclusive practice that you can start applying in your workplace today, or whether it be going and starting our disability confidence training and getting the digital badge for your organization to demonstrate that you are a disability confident employer, or getting the digital badge for yourself to show that you as an individual are a disability confident leader. If you have any questions on our Disability Confidence Toolkit or want to talk more about it, then please get in touch with us at toolkit.ccrw.org. You'll get redirected to our contact page where a member of our team will get back to you so that we can have more conversations about building disability confidence in employers and leaders across Canada.